AJ versus Usyk is going to be on Sky, hasn't it?
Has it?
It's been confirmed, yeah. So they put it out yesterday, and they haven't put the price out yet. But I'm reliably informed it's going to be $26 or $28.99. Sean, you better get your piggy bank off that shelf.
Yeah. But
the DAZN powers that be, are absolutely going to love that announcement, aren't they? They're going to love it. They'll think it's fantastic. They've just paid £100 million out to AJ and gave him all these little perks, and now he's going fighting back on Sky. Oh, quality.
Eddie Hearn said it was never in the deal that the TV rights for that fight was always separate to the deal that he struck with AJ. Which I'm sure would soften the blow for me when I've just paid God knows how many millions for a fighter to learn that his next fight is on a different platform.
I'm calling Billy Bull on that one, Mr. Hearn. Billy Bull.
Well, Eddie Hearn must be the best salesperson ever to have lived to get that one over the line, with that included.
What happens, right? What happens if if AJ comes out in this fight and he gets absolutely leveled? What happens if he gets leveled? Then what happens to that £100 million deal? Because where does he go from there?
I'd argue you're probably looking at your Dillian Whites, aren't you?
Well, that's going to make the £100 million back into it for his own. They're going to get the money's worth there, aren't they?
It still does numbers, that fight does. And Tyson Fury is saying that he'll still fight. I still think Tyson Fury will fight AJ whether he wins or loses, in my view.
You know what? All joking aside, Anthony Joshua, apart from Tyson Fury, is the biggest name in world boxing. And Canelo. Apart from them two, he's the biggest name in world boxing. He could fight Joe Bloggs from your local down the road and still sell out Wembley. That's how big he is. That's how big. And you know, again, all joking aside, DAZN know that he's going to become a gigantic figure in their future.
And don't forget, Tyson Fury's retired at the minute. He's a free agent. So if he does come back and fight AJ, I won't like to think about the money that's on that table for that fight. But again, I would argue it's probably the biggest grossing fight around, isn't it? So it's going to do massive numbers all over the world, that one would. So maybe there's only got one eye on that.
Joe's just made a really good point in the sidebar, though. He don't think he would for the money fight on his own.
He would for the money.
I don't think he will, Carl.
I think he would for the money.
I think he hates Eddie Hearn that much, and his old man hates Eddie Hearn that much that they'd turn it down.
He wouldn't, not in my view, not for a pound note. If the money's there, he'll go. He'll fight on DAZN. Definitely.
I think he'd have it stipulated that it had to be on another platform as well, so he didn't lose face. Because look, come on, how much crap have they gave Eddie Hearn over the years?
Well, I'm not sure DAZN would win the purse, but anyway, if we went to purses, because they haven't won the last couple, have they? Let's be honest.
I think they'd have to make sure they won that one, wouldn't they?
Would they?
The biggest fight in British boxing history. Of course they would.
I don't know.
Imagine though, and AJ beats Usyk and fight Fury, and neither of them on DAZN. What they just invested with AJ.
Yeah, they've got him, but they'd have to break the bank. I think that's the only fighter. That's the only fighter they would break the bank for, mate.
I've had it on very good authority that Fury doesn't want any Usyk fight because it was all ready to go with step aside money in place for Dillian White and whoever the other one was, and Fury didn't want it. So I'd be surprised if he ever steps in the ring with Usyk.
Well, it was AJ one that was meant to be taking step aside money, and Dillian White was meant to be taking step aside money.
Yeah, AJ and Dillian White.
So they could have the undisputed.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? I know that he says, "Oh, I'm not fighting him because he's a blown up middleweight." Blah 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 blah. Do you think, realistically, Cole? Do you think?
I don't know.
Fury,
is my answer.
Do you think Fury realizes that he's actually a dangerous fighter?
No.
And
No.
any given day, he could beat anyone.
I don't know. See, I don't agree with that statement because he doesn't beat Tyson Fury on any day of the week or any version of him. So I don't know why, to be honest with you, because I don't think he thinks anyone can beat him. Never mind, as he calls him, a blown up middleweight. I don't know, and I don't know, to be honest, because I think he schools Usyk. He schools him.
Sorry, I've just seen a comment in the sidebar from Joe. AJ asked for an extra 5 million at the last minute.
I think I read that. I think Joe's right.
What is it? Are we still talking about the stepper side here? Is that what he's saying?
I think I read that, Joe. I think that, yeah.
Wow. So what was he actually getting before the extra 5 million?
I'm not sure if that was ever published.
10?
I know it's a lot.
Was he getting 10? Was he getting 15? Was he getting 20?
A lot.
Do you think that was just AJ scuppering the fact that he didn't want anyone to become undisputed before him?
No, I think AJ might have considered it and then worried about his credibility.
Right.
Because obviously, as a fighting man, especially when Tyson Fury's come out and says, I wouldn't take step aside money for any man. And also on the fact that he went over and fought Klitschko for very small money, like he's mentioned. I think it might be just a case that he changed his mind. I think he was very close to taking it and changed his mind.
He wanted 15 million. Jesus. 15 million to sit on your backside and because in that contract, the step aside contract would have been that he would have fought the winner, surely.
Yeah. It's almost as much as Sean's on, isn't it, Sean?